We are well and truly range bound, ladies and gentlemen. We've had a slow grind up through this area here. We're sitting on top of support. It was resistance from May. Sitting on top of here, but Ben Bernanke's speeches have nothing to change the markets. All the time we're up here, we could just break higher, but let's remind ourselves what the weekly looks like. But a pretty pathetic move. Weekly is a nice solid bar, and we're just sitting, so it's very bullish, but I'm going to need to bust up here to do anything, otherwise this is just going to drift. If you look at the 5 minutes, it's a tiny range. Yeah, that's just doing nothing. That's really difficult to trade. I shorted these two little stars up here, but got next to nothing out of it. 20, 30 points. I think I got about 25 points, if that. I managed my stop, and in the end, it hit the support and just turned right up again. And so I'm not doing a whole heap. Let's have a look at the pound, because I was long this before the data. I was long down here. RSI was already getting quite high, but data came out, and within 5 minutes did 120 points. So of course I felt quite miffed today because I'd missed out on a humongous 120 point move that happened almost at the blink of an eye. This is algorithmic trading, which is a situation where you've got the computer's just programmed to buy if it breaks the high. The danger if you do that is that you could just get taken in the trade and taken straight out again. So if you haven't got a buffer, this is hard work. The only thing you could have done is waited till the later in the US session and bought this dip to trade it back up again, because that would have generated 70. That was worth 50, 60 points if you managed to and took it off of that resistance area. But otherwise, charts are not great. So let's just wander through the dailies. Excuse me, I might just enlarge that and then put that back. So you can see we've got this trend line coming across the top, trend line coming through the bottom. We are just in this apex, and it's a bullish bar. This is a big sort of bull flag here. So if you manage to buy the lows and sit in it, great. Otherwise, it's hard work to get anything out of that. This is where, to some extent, the swing traders are the winners here if they are quick enough to pick up these lows after this big move up here and just sit in it. What would I do next? I would buy a pullback in this 151.50 if I can get it, to see if that can penetrate up there. But I must admit, being stuck under that, what might happen here is we'll just move within this apex and then get a direction at that stage. Euro is, well, let me enlarge this a bit more. Bear with me because this Windows 8 is harder work. So daily chart Euro, we are just stuck right under this 13175, 132. Not doing a whole heap, but if we break the highs, then we could be going to 133. How would you trade it? You could. I mean, it is a bullish looking chart. I mean, you could try and buy the monthly pivot there, 13120, with a stop under. Well, really, you've got to go under 130.40, but because it is a bull flag, and that is a bullish flag, no mistake. Yen pairs, US dollar yen, trapped underneath that trend line, just shuffling along the 50 EMA. You could just try buying a low 99 or 99.20 to see if that can break up, but it's not. The best way to do it is to wait and see if it breaks up and then buy a pullback. That's by far the safer way of trading it. Pound yen. Now that's a decent buy. That's massive resistance ahead, but I would try 151. Of all the charts there, I think that's probably the best. While on the subject of the pound, pound Aussie dollar is shuffling along, looking as if that could go and retest those highs. Euro yen is not great. CAD Swissy is not doing it. I am interested in this one, but humongous support here at 90.25. If you look left, you see all this support going right back to March last year. Bear in mind, we had after that March last year, we had pretty moved sideways for a long time, May, June, into July, and then it suddenly broke up. So that's why I was looking at this to see if it would repeat the exercise. If we shuffle along here but start getting higher closes, then I'm interested. But all the time making lower closes, I'm not. I'm going to leave it. That's the CAD Swissy. Okay. Indices. Got an hour, half an hour of the Dow. That's shuffling to the side. This was resistance. It's now support since we moved up there on the 11th. Not doing much. FTSE shuffling along. RSI is high. Now if we can break today's high, then that might get another leg up to retest that 6,700. Oil. Nikkei is very strong. There's the oil sitting up there, shuffling along. A lot of resistance. A lot. RSI very high as well, and now we've looked at. Okay, so that's all I've got for you. So not a lot to do. I guess the best chart for me was the pound yen. I would buy the pound yen on 151. Otherwise, I'm not looking to do anything. Everything else, indices are just shuffling along, and there's not an awful lot of data back into the week to move them. There is pound data at 9:30, so I'm going to stand aside and wait till the pound data is gone. Okay, and any questions, let me know.